actually nice to know yourself, and people can't help how they're made, but often they don't know themselves. Their emotional intelligence is not particularly high. They don't know themselves, their own flaws, or their own strengths. And it's really bad if you don't know your own strengths. And I think my strength is that I'm a people person, and I know my flaws, but my strengths are that I'm quite confident, but not overconfident, and I'm fair-minded, and I care. I think those are my strengths. Anyway, let's not get immodest. So, guess the star sign. Well, anyway, I was talking about the memories of family never fade away. They just never do. Hence my sentiments. And a thing that I would say is, what are godparents? And again, I'm not Bible bashing, but what is the role of a godparent? I had two, and one I saw throughout my through most of my life. I had one who wasn't, who was just a girlfriend of my godfather, who was my cousin, she was just there at the time, and it was to sign something, and the actual irony of it is my cousin was an atheist, and I'm not knocking that, because humanists I like, and some people say they're not humanists, that they have no belief in anything, they're nihilists or atheists. I had a good friend that was lovely, and he was a declared atheist, and well, a couple of them were really, but I think some people that are atheists prefer to be buried in churches, and some people that are spiritual more than, two Todd thumping, they also like the festivities of Christmas. But I tend, people obviously find it off-putting because we're global now, aren't we? And there's different belief systems, not just the UK. I'm talking about. It's not one country, is it, on YouTube? It's the whole world, and I'm not stupid enough to think that it isn't, right? So I've said what I've wanted to say, and the big regret was I didn't get the chance to sing Auld Lang Syne, which is a Scottish song by Robbie Burns, and usually that happens when I bring in the new year, so I'll just sing it now, and then I don't think there's anything Christmas, even though Gran celebrated Christmas till Candlemas. Not people don't nowadays, and it's basically it was at the end, really, 12th night, and then there was the Epiphany, and that's it really, unless you're in the Eastern Church and follow their traditions, as a country like Ethiopia would. Okay, so I'm going to just think of the family that I did know, okay, and no hard feelings, but when it's family, you honour that relationship. Okay. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot in the days of Auld Lang Syne? For Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll drink a cup of kindness yet for the sake of Auld Lang Syne. And surely you will buy a cup, and surely I'll buy mine. We'll take a cup of kindness, yet for the sake of Auld Lang Syne. We two who paddled in the stream from morning sun till night. Now seas between us roared and swelled since the days of Auld Lang Syne. For Auld Lang Syne forgot and never brought to mind. Should old acquaintance be forgot for the sake of Auld Lang Syne? For Auld Lang Syne forgot and never brought to mind. We'll drink a cup of kindness yet for the sake of Auld Lang Syne. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot for the sake of Auld Lang Syne? There. Happy New Year.